So what I'm going to be showing you today is a solution for building your own wipes. With the availability of wipes now being almost non-existent, our last shipment that we got in of regular wipes was back in April. So we have had to come up with another solution for customers to build their own wipes. And we've been fortunate to have dry wipe material that we've been able to get. This comes in cases, and as you can look at this material, you can see it's kind of a hefty wipe. What's important to understand about the wipe material itself is you want a product that is not going to bind to cotton. Essentially, what that means is most cotton wipers or Bounty towels, they're going to absorb, right? If you put disinfectant in them and then you go try to wipe, they're just absorbing, they're not going to leave the product on the surface. And that's important for disinfecting wipes, is you want to leave the disinfectant on the surface so you achieve the dwell time. That's what this does. When we say it doesn't bind, it's going to release the quat or whatever disinfectant you choose to use. All right, so here's the product. One of the hardest things to get these days has been actually the canisters. And so I have a couple options for canisters. This canister is not quite as good. It doesn't have the little pop-up lid. This one does have the lid, the pop-up. We have very few of these available, but they keep on coming in, so we keep on getting customers taken care of. So we've talked about that. Obviously, you need the disinfectant. That's where you have the ability to use whatever disinfectant you would like. A few things to note on disinfectants: dwell time. Most disinfectants that we've used traditionally have been 10-minute dwell time. With a wipe, that's not going to work as well because you're wiping down a surface, and people are used to using a Clorox wipe, which, although they call them disinfectant wipes, they're really sanitizing wipes. They kill 99.99%, but they kill it pretty quick. You're talking like a minute. So you're going to want a disinfectant that goes a little faster. We recommend a product called Renegade. And so that's what I have, a sticker on this. Renegade's a Triple S product. And the way you mix that, all right, there's a couple different ways you can mix products, but Renegade specifically, you need some sort of dilution system. So the way this would work is you'd hook your bottle of Renegade up to this whole dilution system, which hooks up to a water supply. You click the little button here, and when you click that, it's going to fill up your bottle. So if you have a bottle, this is already pre-made with some disinfectant. You stick this down in here and fill it up. All right. The product I actually have right now that I'm going to make my wipes up with is another solution. Is just this DC Pine. It's a Triple S disinfectant. It's a 10-minute dwell time. So like I said, it works for the wipes, but I prefer something a little faster. But I just want to show you how you actually dilute the product. So you just take your top off. This particular wipe that we have right now available in stock, you're going to mix with about 50 ounces of material or of disinfectant is how you're going to charge it. So what you're going to do is take this, I've already pre-diluted it, and we're just going to pour it over. All right, so you can see that we're going to pour it over the wipes, kind of down this center here. And I have about 50 ounces already pre-mixed here. So that's one of these things, and really I'm going to need, 50 ounces is a little under 2 quarts. So I'm going to put on about the last 20 ounces here from this one. So when I get down to about the 10-ounce mark, check this out here. Still have about 8 ounces to go. Okay, that looks about right. So now we're going to let this sit probably for about 5 minutes so it fully saturates. Put this top on, and then we're going to be able to pop up. This one is a pop-up center, so this is perfect. Now, what's great about that Renegade product I talked about is we also have to talk about not just dwell time, but how long is this disinfectant going to be good in the canister, all right? You get disinfectant wipes, and you just buy them, and we just expect they're going to be good, shelf life for a year or whatever. Once we dilute disinfectants, typically they're going to have some sort of shelf life. The Renegade has 28 days, so you have 28 days to use up that product. This particular product right here, the DC Pine, I believe is a 28-day as well. But that one I'm not as sure on. We don't do that quite as much as the Renegade. If you're using like a Buckeye Eco E23, that actually has a 5-month dwell time. So it kind of gives you an idea of some of the things you need to be considered when you make your own wipes, but they are super easy and actually not that bad as far as cost. So now that we got this thing ready, it's sat here for a little less than the time that it needs to sit. Okay, so you open up this lid here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pull out the first one out of the center here. Shove that back down in there. and pull these things off as they come. They're actually, it's a good size wipe. It actually, I'll pull this off. It's actually about a 6 by 12, so bigger than a standard wipe. And obviously you can see it's saturated well. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe the surface, and it's gonna have no problem staying wet for the right amount of time, because this is leaving the product on there. Also, obviously you're doing a good job cleaning. So if you have any other questions on making your own wipes, please feel free to give us a call, but hopefully this kind of shows you how we do that.